We want the videos. The families are demanding the videos. The superintendent, we FOIA requested the videos. The superintendent sent us a letter saying we have the videos, but we're not releasing them. Sheriff Boone Hill, you're elected into that position. Every day we're asking you. You have an obligation. We, the people, elected you. And we're going to be here every day. We're demanding the videos. It's not your job to cover this up. It's not your job to have a couple of reporters in your pocket to report on a crime and cover it up. You have the media in your pocket and they're telling the families, they're telling that an autopsy was done and no foul play was done. But I'll tell you what, sir, I have eyes and ears inside your jail facility. I started a program where I have a couple of phone numbers that are circulating within your jail cell, within your inmates. Inmates are reaching out, are coming forward, and they're telling me what those correctional officers are doing to them. And it's systematic. It's the same process. They go in, handcuff them behind their backs, strip them naked, beat them up, taser them, and deny them medical, and some, they leave with no food. They shut off the water supply, leave them in no room, and some are dying. I've got witness statements where inmates are coming forward. What's happening to them, and what's happening to the inmate across from them. I've got eyes and ears inside your jail facility, and my number is circulating. So what I'm going to tell you is hold your correctional officers accountable before you are held accountable by the Department of Justice. Because I'm taking these witness statements directly to the Department of Justice, directly to the FBI. The FBI already went in. They sat down with my brother. An investigation already started. Correctional Officer Sergeant Belinsky, Correctional Officer Tipton, Correctional Officer Suda, Correctional Officer Daniels, Correctional Officer Tipton, Suda, Belinsky, Sergeant Daniels. These names are constantly coming up. Same names are using correctional officers that are using excessive force. And they're very detailed in what they do. They go in, handcuff an inmate behind his back, strip him naked, beat him up, taser him. So my question is to the autopsy, when those inmates are dying, they were tasered before they died. Were they tasered in the back or in the front? Because if they're tasered, why isn't the autopsy report not so detailed? Okay? If they were tasered in the back, a lot of inmates are running away from those correctional officers. They want to protect themselves. They know what's coming. There's something called the red team inside that jail facility. Correctional officers call themselves the red team. Correctional officers, they call themselves the red team. They have a reputation that if they start beating you up, you're not going to walk again. Malinsky, Tipton, Suda, Sergeant Daniels, these are correctional officers that their names keep coming up. Inmates are coming forward and they're giving me witness statements. Those correctional officers are using excessive force, and the way they do it, it's very detailed and it's systematic. They're doing it to other inmates. 2 days ago, an inmate, they did the same thing to him. It's happened on a daily basis. So we're going to be here and we're demanding answers. We want Sheriff Boone Hill, we call on you, sir, to come forward. Sit down with the superintendent and come up with solutions. The status quo is not going to work anymore. You threatened my family and you want us to go away. My brother was threatened 2 days ago. 2 days ago, they threatened my brother. My family was threatened. They think people are stupid. They can easily get intimidated. I served 2 years in Iraq. When I came back, I started a company for the Marines. I worked on an assistant company for the Marines that get stuck on base, and I hired 4 military police officers. On their day off, they work in this company, and instead of sitting in the barracks and doing nothing, they work in this company to serve their fellow Marines. So don't tell me that I don't support the police. I support the police. But I don't support police officers that use the badge, correctional officers that use the badge, police officers that use the badge and the uniform, and not serve and protect. There's police officers that use the badge to not serve and protect. Now I'm not going to sit here and watch them get away with it. I'm going to be here in front of the court every day. I've got my giant megaphone, and I'm going to be voicing out my brother's voice. And I'm going to be voicing out the inmates that don't have a family on the outside. I'm going to voice out their voice. The Lord put me here. The Lord has a plan. Other families are coming forward. RG, Jason Castro, he's in there. His mom's name is RG. She was here. Her son has been on solitary confinement for 9 months. I asked him, why are you on solitary confinement? He tells me that the sergeant would come up to him, Sergeant Hill, and tell him, I'll take you off solitary confinement if you admit to the beating that you're the reason that why we beat you up. He said, I will never admit to something I didn't do. You came in, pepper sprayed me, and punched me in my face. I was on the phone with my mom. I will never admit that it's my fault. I was on the phone with my mother. You came in, you pepper sprayed me. You took the phone, you pepper sprayed me, and then you punched me in the face, and then you did the same. They did the same thing to him that they did to my brother. And it's the same correctional officer. The same names are coming up. It's only a matter of time before those correctional officers are held accountable for their crimes. They're using excessive force, and because of it, inmates are dying inside that jail facility. Sheriff Glenn Hill, on your watch, inmates are dying in that jail facility. Inmates are violently getting beaten up in that jail facility. You have a giant camera in your house. You have a giant camera in your jail. Are you not watching the cameras in your house?